Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. In the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Griffin. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Just 1 catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the 1st. On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. It's complete to Brown, right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2 plays, 2 catches. You have a feeling they're going to look for him early and often, and that's to be expected. You got a player of his caliber, why not?
And I think it's also a message from them to the defense that you're not going to dictate to us what we're going to do with one of our better players, because so often you hear about defenses saying we're going to take away what you do best. In this case, they're going to move him around, find proper matchups, and make sure they continue to funnel the ball to him.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off Byron Jones. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it?
And now look at him go. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 96 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Just 1 catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the 1st. On 1st down, Griffin. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
And a Raven first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Taken
A
down.
quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To throw is RG3. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Jerome Baker.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now left side on the swing pass. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Gain of 5 brings up.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Second and 5 now. Griffin. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Emmanuel Agba drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down.
Run for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
At the 48-yard line.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Ravens 3.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. From the shotgun, Griffin. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Shaq Lawson, credit him with his sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
3rd and long. It's Griffin. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
11 yards.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the Q.
Oh, had to get it out quick. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
But they didn't have their normal cushion there in order to punt the ball away. It leads to a lot of anxiety for the team kicking the football.
Well, for the punter, you know that you've got to get rid of that quickly there. Not quick enough.
And also, not stepping behind you and stepping over the end line for a safety. That one gets blocked, and it's 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 17-3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Bobby McCain. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Sponge.
On the run, it's Barkley. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Tackle made at the 16.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Tua. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Calais Campbell. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
It's now.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Sanders' kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 17. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here back to the 15. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. gun. Griffin. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 37.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. From the gun, it's Griffin. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
2nd and 10 now. Griffin. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Griffin. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going on 4th down. It's Griffin. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll get this out to Barkley complete, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Go.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This from 44 yards out, left hash. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Again, it's Barkley. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Saquon Barkley in the ball.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Check, 48's the mic. Not here. Hey, alert 48. Hey, we got mic the 48 right now.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And they work this well upfield across the 45. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Shift. Watch the shift.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, he'll get 3 up to midfield.
Barkley on the carry.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go to Barkley again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Play brings up 3rd down and 7.
Check, 48's the mic. Check, 48's the mic. Yeah. You don't want none.
From midfield, here's Tua. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Watch twist.
On first down, Barkley And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. J.J. Watt showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
48 mark. 48 seconds. 38. It's our field. Hey, it's our out. Man, cycle. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now Tua. And the pressure gets to him again. Matt Judon in there to drop him. It sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we gonna make the 48 right now. Let's go. Let's go, D.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. RG3 going to bring the Ravens up 1st and 10 at the 20. From the gun, Griffin. He's going to float this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
46 yards on the play.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Quick slant to Brown. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Griffin. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run here with Ingram. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Ingram. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Now Griffin. Being chased out left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off Byron Jones. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run it again with Barkley. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
The ball carrier.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
48 for Mike. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Mike, 48. No chance. 48 Mike.
Tua going to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A nice gain of 21 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. 48. He pitches it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
That's good.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Derek Wolfe just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. This is Howard on second down. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is third down and 12.
48 mark, 48 mark. In your face. Check, 48's the mark. Check. Hey, alert 48. Look, hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
The crowd the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Get his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the 21, it's second and 10. Throwing again. Griffin. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On third down, Griffin. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Griffin. Eluding the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage.
For Devontae Parker.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
At the 23-yard line.
Barkley, toss play left. And a short gain here down to the 22. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with third and 9 looming.
A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll run with Barkley. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
On both sides,